Hey everybody, Esqua here with a follow-up to the video I released about the promotion happening now on the Huawei AppGallery, happening until the 16th of July. So if you're interested, give me a shout. My information for line is in the description. Also, you can reach me through Discord. Also, you can reach me through the Guns of Glory PM or message, whatever it is. Let me know. But I did want to take some time to answer some questions that I'm getting from my viewers. And at the end of the day, you're my family. I don't know a lot of you, but we've talked. Ivan, how long we've been back and forth. He's been there for a long time. Big shout out to Ivan. But yeah, we've been here for like 2 years now. So I just want to be as honest as possible and kind of explain, I guess, the way I view things in regards to this promotion, the Huawei AppGallery, some of the concerns I've heard, and mainly the main concern I heard is trust. And I brought it up to my contact at Huawei, and they understand. They got, and it is what it is. Collecting data is one of the bigger things that people are concerned with. But at the end of the day, just if you're going to be honest here, big data is the biggest business out there. Anytime you're doing something, you log into your computer, data. You go on Google, do a search, data. You go to Amazon, data. Use your card at your corner store, data. You think MasterCard, Visa is just saying, no, they're taking that information and they're using that to create a profile of you to sell it to their other companies so they can market directly to you. But the thing that's different, I think, that people kind of are concerned about, especially those of us in the US, is the closeness that is perceived to be between the government and the company, and is one the same as the other. To be frank and honest, I can't give you an answer for that. I don't know. That's just it. However, I wouldn't have done this deal if I felt it was, like one in the same. They're collecting my stuff to use it against me or the government or so forth. But I can't answer that question for anything. I don't know, but this is the way I see it. So hopefully I can explain it to you, and the reason why I decided to go with this deal, and the reason why I think it's still a good deal overall. Let me wake up my phone here. And the reason why is you think about Guns of Glory this is another platform for Guns of Glory, basically. You got the Amazon App Store platform, Android platform, iOS platform. Now you have the AppGallery. Why? Because they have a lot of people that buy their phones. And if you got a lot of people that buy your devices, why not have them buy from your store as well? So they create the AppGallery, get a contract with Guns of Glory, and they can sell their stuff. And in order to get people to switch over or to use the game more, they run promotions. And, the other competitor, or I guess not even say competitor, it's like a difference here. Think of the Amazon App Store. For those of you who use the Amazon App Store, I know people who give up their user information to another person to make a purchase. So it's not like, it's yeah, but whatever. Nothing against that. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, there's a lot of different games out there, and it's all about arbitrage. That's what we're doing here. That's what the promotion is. Because at the end of the day, Guns of Glory, what I'm looking at on my screen, is the same thing that people are looking at on their screen. So the game itself is a fixed commodity. There's no difference in the game itself. Where the difference lie is in the cost of the packs. The cost of the game is different whether it's in the US, whether it's with Amazon App Store versus Google, iOS, AppGallery. And, you know, and I guess in business in general, you know, you're looking for that arbitrage between how can I get the lowest cost with the least amount of risk. And that's kind of like the key. That second part, the least amount of risk, is where I think a lot of you, my viewers, people in general are being held back at, is because when you look at the deal itself, you spend $10, they give you $5 in credit you can use immediately. So you're doubling your impact. You know, that itself makes clear sense. But at the minimum amount of risk is where I think a lot of people are getting caught up at and understood. One thing I want to mention before I talk about that risk part and kind of let you know where I'm at and, you know, why, you know, I think, you know, if you want to contact me, more than happy to explain in more detail. But in addition to, you know, just the cost between currency difference, I guess also a huge cost between regional difference. And that's the kind of thing you want to look at. So, for example, I have a colleague who is in Spain, has a Huawei device, same promotion going on. You know, like, all right, well, why should I work with them? Euro, the same currency. However, in Spain, the apps are more expensive than in the region that we use for the promotion. So, yeah, everything's the same, but if you can buy the same item, everything's the same except for the cost differential, why doesn't it make sense to get that item at the lower cost? And the difference is the risk factor. A lower cost at a modest amount of risk. Now, with Amazon App Store, for people who want to, I give you 80, you're going to give me 100, and I can decide when to spend that 100. That's the risk. You want to control when you spend the money. You give them 80, they give you 20, but you have ultimate control when that money gets spent. So because you're taking less risk of not spending before you get money, you're getting 20%, which is awesome. Because there's not a lot of places that give you 20% on your money. What they're doing for the Huawei AppGallery is because you're taking that initial risk of making the purchase first, and the risk to you is, one, maybe the pack decreased the next day. You know, maybe something changes in the system where you could have got it cheaper somehow. But instead, you're front loading. You're taking that risk by getting it today versus waiting for a month, 3, 4, 5 months down the road. They're giving you 50% cash back. Well, sorry, app credit back, not cash, but 50% back in app credits that you can use immediately on the game. So that's one part of the risk there. Is, all right, do I want to control when I buy, or you know what, I'm going to put my money up front and I'm going to get more on the back end. And because of that, you're going to get that differential between 20% and 50%. All right. So, all right, let's talk about the next part of risk. The risk is with just overall the trust in the brand risk. A lot of people, especially people where I'm from in the US, just don't trust, you know, the company itself. And you know what? Understood. You know, am I 100%, no, I'm not. However, I like this for my viewers, for you, because I have a direct contact with the company where they're there. As real as I'm talking to you is as real as I'm talking to them. If there's a concern, if there's something that looks funny, I need to get an answer. I'm getting like double answer, whatever it is. I'm bringing that to them and saying, look, I don't understand this. And for me, personally, my reputation is not worth some app credits. You know, so I'm not going to risk my reputation to get a couple, like, come on. You know, all right, I'm going to, get my castle bigger. Great. but my reputation is going to be ruined. Hell no, I'm not doing that. So that's for me. That's why I feel comfortable with telling people, if you join my group, you do the discounts, whatever you want to do, blah, 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 blah. You're going to have me directly in contact with them. So you're not on your own. Something goes wrong. You're like, oh, I don't know who to talk to. And you got to call somebody. No. And if something's going on, I can speak for you. And that's why, someone asked, why didn't you just put the instructions there? Because I don't think that, I think it's better for easier, really, if you just, be talk, via line or Discord or something like that. It's just so much easier to do that, where you can get instructions on what you need to do, blah, blah, blah. So you're not having any problems. Oh, why didn't it work? So forth. But I wanted to release this video. Really, I want to address some of the concerns. Promotion ends on the 16th, so you do have about 7 days left. After the promotion, sneak peek, for members of my group, you're going to be eligible for up to 40% off in app credits, paid monthly, depending on how much you purchase, of course. But certainly, contact me if you have questions. Leave your opinion. At the end of the day, we're going to communicate. We're a family. I trust you. I hope you trust me. And, let's do this. At the end of the day, I think because of the arbitrage, the fixed commodity things, and, my contacts, and, at the end of the day, data is being collected everywhere. I'm just going to go out on this one. And especially if you're one of those people who are spending more than $500, $1,000 a month, whatever. I can't. I don't want to convince you because I can't. But certainly, if you want to reach out to me, another promotion is coming down the line. First of all, after the promotion ends on the 16th, on the 17th, members who join my group is eligible for 40% back in app credit. Instead of getting it immediately, though, you're going to get it at the end of the month. Difference there. However, down the road, the next month or two, there may be another promotion coming along with Guns of Glory, where instead of getting 50% back in app credit immediately, you're getting 100% back of your purchase. So stay tuned. Contact me. Let me know. I think it makes sense. I want to try to build this group up. The more people we have working together, the more power and influence we can have on making sure we get the best deal. So hopefully we get to talk soon. And thanks, folks. Stay with the channel. Thanks for your support, and have a good one.